There's a video making the rounds online that shows something unbelievable. A moose appears to be sprinting across the surface of the water. The person filming is in a boat, keeping close behind. It's so astonishing that it almost seems fake. But just as you're questioning it, the moose suddenly cuts across and overtakes the boat from the front. When you watch from a different angle, everything seems normal. The splashes, the water, the background, none of it looks like special effects. After the video was posted, people started calling the moose the Jesus Moose, amazed by what they were seeing. The person who recorded the video said it was filmed in Alaska in October 2020. Since the moose was female, it didn't have any antlers. Some think the illusion might be due to the river being shallow and the angle of the shot, making it seem like the moose was running on water. But with the boat following so closely, the water couldn't have been that shallow. To this day, the video remains a mystery, even giving rise to urban legends about the Alaskan spirit moose. Interestingly, the type of moose in the video is known locally as moas, which means spirit of the forest. So, are moose really mystical creatures? Let's dive into the story and find out. The moose in the video, the one that seems to be running on water, is actually the largest species of deer in the world. Just to clarify, even though giraffes are called deer in Chinese, they aren't actually part of the deer family, so they're not part of today's discussion. So, how big is this giant moose, really? In this clip, a moose is casually walking down the middle of a highway, and the SUV beside it looks like a toy. The moose slowly emerges from the forest, and its sheer size is jaw-dropping. There's another video you should see. It shows a moose, or Alaskan moose, strolling down a narrow forest path. When a car approaches, the moose starts to run. But as soon as it feels threatened, it turns around, ready to confront the vehicle head-on. It lowers its head and charges, but the driver, quick on the draw, reverses just in time to avoid a collision. The moose then turns and walks away as if nothing happened. This behavior actually taps into a natural instinct among deer. When a deer charges, it's not necessarily attacking. It's more like a challenge. Typically, only male deer grow antlers, with exceptions like reindeer and musk deer. The bigger and more impressive the antlers, the more likely the male is to attract a harem of females, like having a bigger bank account and a fancier house. So, when two male deer meet, they usually size each other up. The one with the smaller antlers will often back down, signaling, "You win, big guy, the harem is yours." A duel only happens when two male deer believe their antlers are equally impressive. These battles are usually brief, and the loser quickly backs away, dodging any further strikes as a way of conceding defeat and acknowledging the dominance of the other. In this case, the driver played the role of the defeated deer by quickly reversing, essentially saying, "You're the boss." Satisfied, the moose then walked away, leaving the situation behind. Deer are like the Deadpool of the natural world, with remarkable healing abilities. For instance, when a Sika deer breaks its leg, it can start walking again in just 3 days, run within 10 days, and fully recover in 20 days. If this sounds unbelievable, try searching for "deer survives arrow to the face" online. While I can't share a picture here, once you see it, you'll understand why deer are often considered nature's Deadpool. In reality, many injured deer possess an almost magical ability to heal themselves, which might explain why ancient people saw them as mystical creatures. You might see a deer get injured, yet it stays calm, showing no signs of pain or panic. A few days later, when you spot it again, its wounds have miraculously healed, almost as if it were touched by the divine. Consider, for example, a well-known medicinal ingredient, deer antler velvet. This is actually the regenerative tissue of the Sika deer, and it's nothing short of a miracle in the animal kingdom. Biologists are still puzzled by how a mammal can regenerate such a large organ. And yes, it's an organ, not just something like hair or nails. When we regrow hair or nails, it's just keratin, essentially dead skin. But deer antler velvet is a living, thriving organ. If you touch fresh deer antler velvet, you'll notice it's warm. Like your palm, it changes color from red to flesh-toned when pressed. This happens because it's teeming with active blood vessels and cells. The Sika deer, in particular, is remarkable, capable of regenerating new antler velvet twice a year, with only 55 days in between. The velvet grows about 1.5 centimeters per day for the Sika deer, while moose antlers grow even faster, up to 2.5 centimeters a day. These antlers are among the fastest growing and largest regenerating organs in the natural world. As autumn and winter approach, male deer prepare for mating season by transforming their antler velvet into fully calcified antlers. At this stage, the velvet's surface fur sheds, revealing a vivid red color, and various birds come by to help clean off the remaining fur. Deer also tend to eat the shed fur from each other. Scientific research shows that the medicinal properties of deer antler velvet mainly come from this layer of fur. Once it hardens into antlers, it loses this value. By the following year, these calcified antlers naturally fall off. You might see a video of a deer hopping around when its antlers suddenly drop off. The deer just shakes its head unfazed, and it will grow a fresh set of antler velvet. Then it's time for beauty contests, duels, and winning a new harem. Alright, that's the end of today's story. See you next time.